Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be checking out the upcoming release of the Cryptozoic Entertainment, the Joker calling card, life-size statue. This beautifully hand-painted polyresin statue stands approximately 10.5 inches tall and features the villain's iconic gloved hand and comes with 4 removable Joker cards. So here are the contents that come included. Of course, you get yourself the hand-painted polyresin statue of Joker's hand, but you also get yourself a pack of cards, complete with the certificate of authenticity on the front here. This is actually an artist proof, but it would be out of a possible 2000 limited release. Let's go ahead and open these up. So you have a couple of different cards to choose from. You have 4 cards here. You've got the Joker. And what I do like is that each of the cards have their own different backing to it. So they are very unique to one another. But you have one Joker card. You can see it's even got like a slight fold crease to it, which is a nice effect. Also has the yellowing around the outer edge of the cards to make it look like they're older cards. You've got this one here. This one to me reads a little bit more like a traditional Joker, card that he would have in his hand. We've also got this one here, and lastly this one here. So you get a total of 4 different cards. 4 different cards to be included with the statue. So once you've decided which card that you want to use displayed with the Joker hand, simply take the card and you'll grab the statue's hand, tilt it slightly up, and you can see like there's a little slit right here. It's about the size of a quarter. You can take the corner of the card and it slides right into that slot, right into that notch, giving you the perfect angle for displaying the Joker calling card. Now I checked with a couple of these cards. You theoretically could fit more than one and simply just sandwich it in that same slot. I've been successful enough to actually fit all 4 cards. But again, like that's entirely up to you. You don't necessarily have to display all 4 cards. The fact that the statue is called Joker's calling card, it would really make sense that he would be drawing one card and basically presenting this to somebody and saying, do you have a card? Here's my card, sort of thing, and handing off one card. But theoretically, you could display the statue with all 4 cards. I probably would just end up displaying it with this particular card, as this is my favorite of the 4. It's sort of really eerie looking at this because it is a 1-to-1 scale hand. It's basically, not that I can get the same gesture, but it's basically the same size, give or take about the same size as my hand. And it's just really strange to see it in a statue form. They've done some immaculate details here, all of which I'll show you in a second. You flip the statue upside down and you've got the Joker calling card, AP out of 2000, Joker calling card on the underside, along with Cryptozoic Entertainment. Some really cool details they've added to this as well, like right down to the button. And you can see the stitch work on the sleeve is really incredibly done. Inside, they've left just the right amount of gap that it gives it that sense that it's a real 3D replica of Joker's hand. So you've got a little bit of a gap. Then you've got the green sleeve on the inside, and you can see it's been stitched all the way around the fabric here. Really think they did a great job here on the sculpting of the fabric. Now this is a polyresin statue, but like looking at it, it looks like it should be a real fabric. They've given several different shades of purple, some darker shades, of course, on the more darker, deep areas of the glove, and then you've got the lighter shade of purple kind of on the tips of the knuckles and the thumb here. You also got a stitch that runs all the way up and around the thumb and also up the individual fingers. The hand, actually even like the thumb area here, you can almost even make out, by the way they sculpted it and shaded it, you can almost make out the indication or outline of the thumbnail of Joker. Here's what the top of the glove looks like, where you have those 3 seams that are added, the 3 stitchings that are added to the top of the glove. Again, a really nice blending between the lighter shades of the purple, the medium shades, and then the darker shades. It's almost so very nicely transitioned that you almost for a second don't see that it's painted. You think it's really just the way that the light is hitting it until you get like closer looks at it, where you can see again once that lighter purple mixed amongst the different other three shades. Right around here is where you can see the darker shade of purple kind of on the darker areas where the thumb would be pressed against the pointer finger here. Cryptozoic also released this same statue as an SDCC 2017 release, which was entitled The Bloody Noir. Essentially, it was the same glove, although a swap of different paints. So instead of what you're seeing here with the purple, the green, and then the lighter violet here for the glove, the Bloody Noir release version was basically this part of the sleeve was like a dark black. And I think the button itself was either like a blue or is like a very light gray. The interior sleeve was gray, and then the glove itself was a very stark white, adorned with this beautiful splattering of blood that ran across. It basically ran more so along the top area here and into then the card that he was holding. It would be an exceptional upgrade that I would love to see eventually picking up above and beyond this one. This one looks so good, but I'd love to also get the Bloody Noir version as well. And if I do get a chance to pick that one up, I'll do a comparison between the two so you guys can see the differences. Now, the Cryptozoic Joker calling card statue isn't slated to be released until mid-November of this year, so big thank you again to the folks over at Cryptozoic for supplying this early so I could show you guys what the statue looks like. Any Joker fan would definitely want to add this one to your collection, especially for the fact that it's a life-size statue. It's about the closest thing you're going to get to having Joker's hand in your collection, just shy of severing off the hand from the forearm of the Clown Prince of Crime. I really don't think he's going to dig that all that much. But this is a fantastic looking statue. And I really would like to see, maybe now that they've done a Joker calling card, maybe they could also do like a similar sort of setup for maybe something like a Batman, where you would have Batman's gloved hand and maybe he would be holding like a Batarang or something like that in his hand. I think there's definitely a lot of potential here for maybe future, quote, calling card statues coming out from the folks over at Cryptozoic Entertainment. In the meantime, I'm absolutely smitten by this gloved hand of the Joker, and especially love the fact that I can swap out the different cards. This was the card I ended up going with, but again, you have 4 different cards that you can choose from. You can swap them out, and depending on which way you want to display the Joker, you can display him with any one of those 4 cards. Or really, you could display him with all the cards, but I think that might be a little excess that you might want to just display him with the one. Today, once again, we were having a look at the upcoming release of the Cryptozoic Entertainment. This was the Joker calling card life-size polyresin statue. If you guys haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to this channel, make sure you hit that little subscribe button down below. You won't miss a beat when it comes to future videos. As always, guys, thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.